afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Amanda Morrison, and I'm here on behalf of Joey Gilbert. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here since the way you scheduled these meetings makes it virtually impossible for hardworking parents to attend. I'd like to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'd like to believe that you are just doing your best, but it's clear this entire setup is designed to minimize parental input. Not only have you scheduled a public meeting in the middle of a workday, there is little to no parking. There are only a handful of seats. I'm disappointed that this is the best you are willing to do for citizens of this community. First, I would like to thank Jeff Church for being the sole voice of reason and courage on this board. The rest of you, shame on you. I came in here with all due respect intended, but after watching the dismissive behavior directed towards citizens of this community, I'm less inclined to show you respect that you failed to show others. For those that are looking at me right now, I appreciate it. Your procedures for conducting these meetings prove one thing: you're scared. You should be. You're scared, and that's why you disable the live feed and use law enforcement to kick out anyone who you are threatened by. It's why you desperately avoid eye contact to try and separate yourself from much-deserved criticism from the public you are accountable to. To the rest of you, apologies. To the rest of you, I'm here to go on record and state unequivocally, you have picked a fight you will not win. In 2020, Joey stood in front of you and told you that you were wrong when you supported smothering children in masks and when you let them believe that breathing fresh air was selfish. You were told that data proved masks were ineffective and that the data didn't support your policies. Joey told you distance learning would be a disaster. It was. You just sat there with smug looks on your faces, just as you are now. Hear me when I say this. Those smug looks of yours will be short-lived. The data was always conclusive, and you ignored it to the detriment of our children. Our children are in a mental health crisis that you've contributed to. There is blood on your hands. Kids are killing themselves as a direct consequence of your policies. Every policy decision you have made has taken our kids from bad to worse. The brave space nonsense, pornography in schools, and the transgender agenda being pushed onto children will not end well. The data is conclusive. It's just a phase. The vast majority of those who suffer from gender confusion grow out of it within 5 years or less, especially the girls. An NIH study of 90 million people proved conclusively that those who undergo these harmful gender transition treatments are 12.12 times more likely to commit suicide than their peers as a result. It's a lie to say these procedures save lives when the data is clear. Suicide risk increases up to 20 times after transitioning. The policies you're supporting are harming our children. Your days of facilitating private sexual conversations with other people's children are coming to an end. When the children you are exploiting seek accountability for the harm you've done at your hands, Joey Gilbert will be there to fight for them within the full scope of the law. Just like Fauci, your day of reckoning is fast approaching.